Hi again, so this is another bipolar episode, video story about regressing to a little girl during my episode, especially the first one, and about how I grew up again. So this is a bit of a strange one, but Robin explained to me that when I was going through my episode, that literally my voice would sound young, like a 5-year-old almost, and I would kind of plead with him in a young way, or I'd express myself in a way that seemed really young, not like my normal adult self. I was 30 at the time, and you know, for him it was like I'd gone back in time, I'd regressed back in my years, and I'd also be at times kind of really precocious and really silly. So he'd say something and I'd kind of squirm my way out of it and like as if it's really unimportant and I'd laugh, and like he couldn't kind of grab onto me in a kind of way that he could control like what was going on with my situation or control me in any way. I was out of control. So moving on to the healing process. So that for me, when I was starting to heal and I could actually describe it in words, being put on olanzapine, going in the mental hospital and being injected with olanzapine and literally being put to sleep pretty much for a couple of days, it's almost like I'm going to say that you're in the womb again. Okay, so this is being reborn. So it's like you're starting from scratch totally. Ground zero, you know, it's like you're nothing again. You've been taken down and reduced, and you have to start your life totally again from nothing. Because what you were is not going to be helpful for your future. So you've got to find a new way forward. So part of the healing process was a lot of crying, and for me that was like my baby years. So maybe from 0 to 1 before you can talk, there's an awful lot of crying because that's the way you can express yourself, is through crying, because you can't talk yet. So there's all that expressing of emotion is coming out through tears, and kind of that sadness coming out, or whatever's just happened to you is coming out through crying. And then you move forward into your teenage years, which for me lasted a little while, and through therapy and that really trying to understand myself and trying to work out how to express myself in a new way that was going to work, in a way that I could express myself that was right for what I was feeling. Because before I would express myself in a way that wasn't in line with my actual feelings. So say if I was really sad, I'd talk to my husband and I'd say that was a little bit sad. So I wasn't expressing it to the right amount of depth. So for me, one of my aims in my therapy was to be able, I remember I drew a diagram of a vegetable patch, and in it there was these different flowers, and I'm into sailing, so there was the wind and there was rain and all sorts, and each thing represented like a different emotion or a feeling that I wanted to be able to express in my future being Joanna. This is what I wanted to be able to do, because I felt that in the past I couldn't express those things. So I wanted that to be kind of full in my life. And so anyway, being a teenager was me learning how to get to that place, how to express that I was angry, or how to express that much sadness, or how to express that much annoyance, or how to express that much happiness to the right extent. And for ages it was just like me really forcing it. You know, it's forced. I'm trying everything out, it's trial and error. And like, you know, you had to read the response from people. Did I say that to the right degree? You know, what was their response to what I said? And then I'd go home and I'd talk to Robin and I'd talk to him about the scenario, like what I'd said, what they'd said, how I said it, how they said it. Do you think I could have said that in a different way that would have been more accurate? So I literally would analyse conversations with him to try and, through my adolescent period, work out how to move forward and become an adult and learn this again. And I think my poor mum got the brunt of it, and probably my sister and Robin and Heidi and all my loved ones in my life. But I clearly had to go through that. So then, how long did it take for me to become an adult? I don't know. I think that probably was there in my life at times when I was an adolescent. Maybe I was also an adult and I was being able to, you know, talk in an adult way and do adult things, but then there'd be moments when I was kind of just, things weren't fitting or melling or gelling right. It was, you know, not fitting, like it can be for teenagers that are finding their way in life. And so, yeah, it's much more relaxing being an adult when you know yourself and you know how to communicate and you know what to say in the right place, in the right moment, and you know what's going on inside with your feelings. Because there would be times before my episode when I would be moody and grumpy for days at a time, and no one could help me get out of that grumpiness and that mood. Not myself and not anyone else. They would try. Robin tried really hard. He'd try and tickle me, he'd try and tell jokes, he'd try all sorts of things. He was amazing. I don't know how he got through what we've been through together. He's absolutely my rock. Yeah, so going to work again and being in adult situations and being able to do things that maybe you might be concerned about, but you can get through it, and you know, you have the confidence. That's what you need. You know, as an adult, you need confidence to do well in life, and I had gained that back again. I suppose that was the main thing, really, just to think, okay, right, well, I've got this label bipolar, but I can function normally, I can lead a normal life, you know, I'll do what I have to do with my medication to carry on and to be adult. So that's why I kind of called it this kind of rebirth, going from baby, adolescent to adult, through healing, through acupuncture, through talking therapy, through talking with my husband in detail, through just experiencing again with this new me that I felt like I wasn't the old Joanna. I want the new Joanna, the Joanna that I want to be, the Joanna I always wanted to be. This is my moment to actually get to that place that I want to be. And for me, I wanted to get there as fast as possible, so I was doing everything that I could to kind of manage it and to get there. Yeah, so as you can see by my smile, I'm pretty chuffed. Who wouldn't be? It's quite a process to go through. So yeah, if you're a carer for someone with mental health problems, then yeah, help them be the person they want to be. It's empowering and fantastic just to feel like you can live again, and you don't have to worry about the past, and you don't have to worry about how you were, and yeah, so that's partly why I'm doing these videos, because I want to maybe totally just come off my lithium and be me without my drugs. And I know a lot of people with bipolar want to do that, and they might go on lithium, feel great, and then come off it pretty soon after because they think, oh, I'm healed. I've been on it for 5 years now. I am now totally grounded, as you can see. I have my range of emotions, I have all my toolkit of yoga and meditation, and I'm thinking there must be a way, and there are people out there that are totally, there's a word for it, it begins with R and I can't think of it right now, but healed without medication, and I'd love to see if I could possibly be one of those people. And I'm going to do some crowdfunding in the near future to try and get some money together so that I can help myself to get to that place, with doctors, maybe a hospital, maybe go to India, maybe do it in England, maybe try and do it in France. I'm not sure yet, I haven't totally come to my final decision, but I'm doing more research into it, and yeah, it's something that I feel passionate about, and I'd love to not kill my insides with the lithium slowly. I want to live a long time, and I'd love to do that without poisoning myself every day. So yeah, click the subscribe button and the like button if you want to hear more. Bye bye.